Assalamu alaikum. This is Prapunti Chakraborty. Welcome you to the English news from BTV Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus directs to select patriotic, honest, humane, and morally qualified officials in Navy and Air Force. Testimony of first witness against ousted Prime Minister Sheikhhasina and 3 other defendants in July-August uprising case recorded. NCP unveils 24-point manifesto for New Bangladesh calling for formation of Second Republic. People want to see quality politics, not politics of division and vengeance, opines Tariq Rahman. Israeli strikes kill 98 more Palestinians in Gaza. And West Indies beat Pakistan by 2 wickets in second T20 of 3-match series at Lauderhill of USA. Viewers, those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus has directed the Elections and Selection Board to select patriotic, talented, skilled, professional, honest, humane, and morally qualified officers under the leadership of the Navy and Air Force. The Chief Advisor gave this instruction at the inauguration ceremony of the Bangladesh Navy and Air Force Selection Board 2025 at the Naval Headquarters this morning. At the beginning of the program, 1 minute of silence was observed in memory of those who died in the tragic plane crash at Milestone School and College. The Chief Advisor congratulated the members of the Navy and Air Force for earning the love and absolute trust of the people of the country by participating in the development and service work in building the country. He stressed on building skilled human resources to develop the blue economy for better management of the deep sea port and achieving overall the economical development of the country. Professor Muhammad Yunus also highlighted the various activities under to develop the country's blue economy, the establishment of the Maheshkhali Integrated Development Authority, MIDA, and the various steps taken for the overall development of the country. He mentioned the contribution of the Navy and Air Force to this end. He hoped that the Navy and the Air Force would continue this trend of standing by the people in any stage crisis and disaster by upholding the country's constitution. The board, comprised of top policymaking military officers, will select qualified and skilled officers for the future senior leadership of the Navy and Air Force, subject to the approval of the government. Earlier, Chief of Naval Staff Admiral M. Najmul Hassan and Chief of Air Staff Air Chief Marshal Hassan Muhammad Khan welcomed Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus upon his arrival at the venue. At the end of the ceremony, the Chief Advisor signed the visitor's book. Later, the Chief Advisor planted a sapling in the premises of the Navy headquarters and participated in a photo session with the officials. After recording the first witness's testimony against ousted Prime Minister Sheikhhasina and 3 other defendants in the July-August uprising case, the Adjournment Tribunal 1 has postponed the next testimony until tomorrow. Today, the prosecution took the testimony of witnesses after presenting its opening statement to the 3-member tribunal led by Tribunal 1 Chairman Justice Gholam Murtaza Majumdar. Through this, the first case of crimes against humanity began to be signed in July-August. Apart from Sheikhhasina, the 2 other accused in the case are former Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Gomo and former IG of Police Chaudhry Abdullah Al Mamun. Chief Prosecutor MD Tajul Islam presented the opening statement at the tribunal. Earlier, Attorney General Mohammad Asaduzzaman addressed the tribunal on Sunday. The tribunal recorded the testimony of Khokun Chandra Bormon, the first witness in the case, to highlight the integrity and impartiality of the trial to the country and the world. The trial proceedings are broadcast live on television, YouTube, and Facebook pages, subject to the permission of the tribunal. National Citizen Party (NCP) has unveiled its 24-point manifesto for New Bangladesh, calling for the formation of a second republic and the adoption of a new constitution. NCP Governor Nahid Islam announced the manifesto at a rally held at the Central Shohid Minar in the capital today. In his keynote address, Nahid Islam declared the party's intention to establish a just and inclusive political order. The manifesto calls for official recognition of the July uprising.
আমরা শহীদ মিনারে আপনাদের সামনে দাঁড়িয়ে নতুন বাংলাদেশে আমাদের সেকেন্ড রিপাবলিকের 24 দফা ইশতেহার ঘোষণা করছি। আমাদের প্রথম দফাটি হলো নতুন সংবিধান ও সেকেন্ড রিপাবলিক, উপনিবেশ বিরোধী লড়াই, স্বাধীনতা সংগ্রাম ও জুলাই গণঅভ্যুত্থানে জনগণের সাম্য, মানবিক মর্যাদা, সামাজিক সুবিচারের আকাঙ্ক্ষার ভিত্তিতে আমরা বহু ভাষা, সংস্কৃতি ও জাতির নতুন বাংলাদেশ তৈরি করব। আমরা জুলাইয়ে সংগঠিত গণহত্যা, শাপলা গণহত্যা, আমরা পিলখানা হত্যাকাণ্ড, গুম ও বিচার বহির্ভূত হত্যা সহ আওয়ামী ফ্যাসিবাদের সময়ে সংগঠিত সকল মানবতা বিরোধী অপরাধের দৃষ্টান্তমূলক বিচার ও শাস্তির জন্য আমরা লড়াই করব। জুলাই গণঅভ্যুত্থানের শহীদদের পরিপূর্ণ রাষ্ট্রীয় স্বীকৃতি, আহতদের চিকিৎসা পুনর্বাসন নিশ্চিত করে আজীবন তাদের পাশে দাঁড়াবো। জুলাইয়ের জাতীয় ঐক্য, হাজারো শহীদের আত্মত্যাগের মহিমাকে ধারণ করার জন্য আমরা জুলাইয়ের স্মৃতি রক্ষা করব এবং সবসময় ফ্যাসিবাদ বিরোধী লড়াইয়ের সহযোদ্ধাদের পাশে থাকব।
আমরা ব্যক্ত কণ্ঠে বলতে চাই, টেকনাফ থেকে তেঁতুলিয়া, রূপসা থেকে পাথুরিয়া, এনসিপির একটা নেতা কর্মীর দিকে যদি কেউ চোখ তুলে তাকায়, আমরা তাকে রাজনৈতিকভাবে মোকাবেলা করব।
আমরা আজকে এই মঞ্চে স্পষ্ট করে বলতে চাই, ওই ৭২-এ যেই সংবিধান একটা দলের সংবিধান ছিল, যেই সংবিধানের ড্রাফট আরেকটা দেশ থেকে পাশ হয়ে এসেছে, সেই মুজিববাদী সংবিধান এই বাংলাদেশে আর আমরা থাকতে দিতে পারি না। আমরা এমন এক রাষ্ট্র ব্যবস্থা চাই যেখানে প্রধানমন্ত্রী থেকে মেম্বার পর্যন্ত প্রত্যেক জনপ্রতিনিধিকে জনগণের কাছে জবাবদিহিতা করতে হবে।
বাংলাদেশের বাংলার এই ইয়াজিদ শেখ হাসিনার বিচার আমাদের সকলের মিলে আদায় করে থাকতে হবে। এই ইয়াজিদ শেখ হাসিনা বাংলাদেশের মাটিতে বিচারের আওতায় আসবে।
এমন একটি রাষ্ট্র আমরা গড়ে তুলব বলে কথা দিয়েছিলাম, যে রাষ্ট্রে স্বাধীন মত প্রকাশ করার অধিকার থাকবে, যে যার দল করতে পারবে, কোনো হুমকি ধামকি দেওয়া হবে না।
আমরা কর কাঠামো ন্যায্যভাবে ঢেলে সাজাবো যাতে করে ধনী গরিবের বৈষম্য দূর হয়। আমরা এমন রাজনীতি করব যাতে করে বাংলাদেশের প্রত্যেকটা নাগরিক রাজনীতিতে সক্রিয় অংশগ্রহণ করতে পারে, প্রত্যেকটা তরুণ রাজনীতিতে সক্রিয় অংশগ্রহণ করতে পারে।
BNP Acting Chairman Tariq Rahman said the people of the country want to see quality politics from political parties, not division and politics of vengeance. He said this in his speech as the chief guest at the student rally to mark the anniversary of the historic July-August mass uprising organized by the BTV Chattogram at Shahbag in the capital this afternoon. Joining the rally virtually, Tariq Rahman said, Thousands of Chhatrodol leaders and activists have been killed in the anti-fascist movement for a decade and a half. Thousands of Chhatrodol leaders and activists have been victims of lawsuits, attacks, imprisonment, oppression, torture, murder, disappearance, and kidnapping. He said that in the July mass uprising alone, more than 100 leaders and activists, including Chattogram's Chhatrodol leader Wasim, were martyred. Thousands were injured. More than 2,000 Chhatrodol leaders and activists were arrested during the mass uprising. Addressing the students, the BNP acting chairman said, "They are the Bangladesh of the future. They will establish their rights in a fascism-free Bangladesh. The Bangladesh of the future, the Bangladesh of the aspirations of millions of martyrs will be built by them." Tariq Rahman also said, "The people of Bangladesh are the source of all political power of the BNP and the Bangladesh Nationalist Force."
বাংলাদেশ জাতীয়তাবাদী দল বিএনপি আগামী দিনের নীতি ধর্মীয় সামাজিক মূল্যবোধে উচ্চীবিত মানবিক মানুষ গড়ার রাজনীতি শুরু করতে চায়। বিএনপির আগামী দিনের নীতি কর্মসংস্থান সৃষ্টি আর নিরাপদ কর্ম পরিবেশ নিশ্চিত করার রাজনীতি। আজকের এই জনসংখ্যাকে জনসম্পদে রূপান্তরিত করার রাজনীতি, মানবিক মূল্যবোধে উজ্জীবিত কর্মমুখী শিক্ষা, কারিকুলাম প্রণয়ন এবং বাস্তবায়নের রাজনীতি। এই বিষয়গুলো যেহেতু তোমরা ছাত্র দল, তোমরা যেহেতু ছাত্র সমাজের অংশ, সেজন্যই আজকে তোমাদের সাথে সরাসরি সম্পৃক্ত এরকম দু চারটি বিষয় তোমাদের সামনে আমি তুলে ধরব। আমি মনে করি সকল ছাত্র ছাত্রীকেই কোনো একটি রাজনৈতিক সংগঠনের সদস্য হতে হবে, এটি কোনো জরুরি বিষয় নয়। তবে প্রত্যেক শিক্ষার্থীকে যার যার অঙ্গনে সফল হওয়ার জন্য নিজেদেরকে যোগ্যতম হিসাবে গড়ে তোলার প্রচেষ্টা থাকা সবচাইতে বেশি জরুরি।
Alleging that Sheikhhasina frequently threatens to attack Bangladesh, BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said, "Everyone must remain more united." He said they are also trying to create trouble in different ways. We must take an oath that we will never again let the fascist Hasina be involved in politics in this country.
আমাদের এই বাংলাদেশকে আবার নতুন করে তৈরি করব। আমাদের রংপুরের সাইদ, চট্টগ্রামের ওয়াসিম থেকে শুরু করে শত শত হাজার ছাত্ররা প্রাণ দিয়েছে, একদিন নয়, 2 দিন নয়, দীর্ঘদিন ধরে। শুধু 36 দিন নয়, তারও আগে 15 বছর ধরে আমাদের ছাত্র জনতা শ্রমিকেরা তারা প্রাণ দিয়েছে। এই যে প্রাণ দেওয়া, এই যে বিসর্জন দেওয়া, আত্মত্যাগ করা, লক্ষ্য তো একটাই, সেটা হচ্ছে আমরা একটা সুন্দর আবার ভূমি চাই।
The rally was presided over by Chhatrodol President Rakibul Islam Rakib and moderated by General Secretary Nasiruddin Nasir. DMP Commissioner Sheikh Mohammed Sajjad Ali said that adequate security measures have been taken to avoid any untoward situation surrounding the rally of Chhatrodol and Jatiyota Nagorik Party (NCP) in the capital. He told reporters this while visiting the STG of Dhaka University today. The DMP commissioner said that various rumors are being spread online and there is no threat surrounding the rally. Adequate forces have been deployed in the entire area. He also said that raids are being conducted in various places, including slums. At this time, he also called on the city residents to move around normally without paying attention to rumors. Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Secretary Mahbooba Farzana said the courage and strength of the July uprising must be utilized to build a fascism-free Bangladesh. She said this while addressing a documentary screening and a discussion at the National Institute of Mass Communication Auditorium in the capital, marking the anniversary of July uprising. Criticizing the 15-year rule of the previous government, She said, at that time, so-called democracy prevailed in the country, but people lost freedom of speech. The young people could not speak the truth. Mahbouba Farzana said that all concerned must work to ensure freedom of mass media and accountable behavior of the administration. Department of Mass Communication Director General Faisal Haq, Bangladesh Betar DG ASM Zahid, and Department of Film and Publication DG Khalida Begum, among others, addressed the discussion with NIMCO DG Muhammad Hiruzaman in the chair. A documentary on the July uprising was screened before the discussion. At the end of the program, prayers were offered for eternal peace of the departed souls of the martyrs of July uprising and the recovery of the injured. Now, international news. Israeli strikes on the Palestinian enclave of Gaza have killed 98 more people in a single day. More than 1,000 have been injured. With this, the death toll in the Israeli aggression that began in October 2023 has risen to 60,430. The Palestinian Ministry of the Health reported this information. The Ministry of Health said in a statement that 98 bodies have been brought to hospitals in the last 24 hours and another 1,079 have been injured. As a result, the number of injured has risen to 148,722. It also said that many victims are still trapped under the rubble and on the streets as rescuers have not been able to reach them. The ministry also said that 39 people have killed and about 849 were injured while trying to receive humanitarian aid. This brings the number of Palestinians killed while receiving relief to about 1,422. And since the controversial Gaza Humanitarian Foundation began its operations on May 27th, more than 10,067 people have been injured. U.S. President Donald Trump has ordered the deployment of 2 strategic nuclear submarines near Russian waters. Many news and view Trump's directive as a dramatic turn in the global situation. This move against Russia by Trump has made headlines around the world. Concerns have spread in the global market, and NATO ally countries have taken a cautious stance. Simultaneously, fears of rising nuclear stations and tensions between the U.S. and Russia surrounding the Ukrainian war are once again intensifying. Trump's move could change the landscape of global politics, and the call for diplomatic initiatives is strengthening before the situation worsens further. Last Thursday, Russia's former president and current deputy head of the Security Council, Dmitry Medvedev, warned the United States, stating that Trump should be aware of how dangerous the imagined dead hand could be. He issued this warning in reference to Russia's Cold War-era nuclear arsenal. The debate between Medvedev and Trump reminds one of the tensions surrounding the use of nuclear weapons during the Cold War. This is because Trump's decision is not just a military move, but a powerful geopolitical message in the context of the growing worldwide tensions and the ongoing war in Ukraine.